So this particular aeroplane, this XH-558, the only Vulcan flying in the world, was the first B-2 version of the Vulcan, and she came into RAF service in bomber command as it was then in 1960. So she's 54 years old this year. In the 90s, quite some time after the RAF had retired its Vulcans from operational service, she was still flying this aircraft as the Vulcan display, part of the Vulcan display flight. She was the only one left flying. And then finally that all finished in 1993, and everybody thought we'll never see a Vulcan again. But they were wrong because of David Walton and among others, Dr. Robert Fleming, who got her back together. It took till 2007 to get her airborne, and she did her first display season in 2008. To do with the strange shape of the air intakes. Two engines buried deep in each wing with a single air intake. And under the right conditions, the right weather conditions, and the right use of the throttle, she makes that noise. And of course she is famous for that. Now the thing about this aircraft is that I suppose it's obvious, but she's not funded by the government anymore. She doesn't belong to the Royal Air Force. And so far it's cost 20 million quid to get her to this stage. 20 million quid. More about that later, as she heads back towards us. And then I expect to see Kev pull her up into a spiral, just a brief one. And actually that's about 90% of the power available, because we're conserving the power of the engines so as to extend their life. She's probably not going to fly beyond the end of next year, but she might. She just might. And nobody expected her to fly this long at all, because, well, first of all, nobody expected her to fly at all, and then eventually when she did, they didn't think she was going to go on this long. Robert Fleming, the chief executive of the Vulcan to the Sky Trust, says that by the end of 2015 she'll have flown for more than, for 60 hours, at least more than was anticipated during the award-winning restoration in 2007. We've beaten all our targets by a significant margin, he proudly says. And she's now enjoyed by 3 million people every year, 50% more than 2 years ago. And including, very importantly, children and young people who are inspired to learn more about engineering and aviation and to help fill the UK's desperate technology skill gaps. Apart from the undercarriage as she heads towards us there, look how slim she looks. I heard a young boy of about 12 say, "Is that a new stealth aircraft?" when he saw her for the first time. Very interesting, and of course she was invented long before stealth was even thought of. A slow path here. Undercarriage just coming up. Massive barn door delta size. Keep her slowed down. He has a little thing that tells him whether his tail's getting too close to the runway there, and you can see the air brakes at the bottom of the wing, and he will keep the nose up as long as he can. There, nose wheel coming down just now, and there she is. Vulcan has landed, all 18 wheels down.